Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tony from her Homestead Skills, and today I'm taking you through a Dollarama. We're doing a walkthrough. Dollaramas are a Canadian dollar store chain, the largest one in Canada, with probably the most stores in Ontario. And they are different than Dollar Tree. We do have Dollar Tree here, the odd one here and there. We do not have Dollar General, but I thought I'd take you through a walkthrough so you could see what a Dollarama is like. Okay, I'm just learning how to use my little GoPro in here, so some of the shots are not as clear as they could be, or they're pointed in the wrong direction. But doing my best. Perhaps the next one will be better. Okay, and as you can see, I'm looking at some knee pads there. They're garden knee pads next to the garden section, and they do have a limited supply of some things. Some things are good, some things are not. You know, like anything else, you have to watch what you're looking for. There's a lot of substandard products and there's a lot of reasonable products, so there is quite a range. And I noticed the steel stands. They might be useful for the gardening this year. Now, Dollarama also keeps sections for holidays, and this is your Easter holiday section. And they have also got a smaller one already dedicated to St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and I think they have just cleared away the Valentine's Day, what they had stocked for Valentine's Day. So there's always a holiday section put up and taken down yearly. Okay, well, this is typically the area where I shop, which is in the household area. And here I'm looking for some freezer bags, and they don't have the ones I want. They do have zipper seal, and I'm not happy with that. I prefer the Ziploc, but the only ones that they have for the Ziploc are for vegetables, and I already have a box of those. So I don't find what I want there, and I move on eventually. So, once again, household section. Here you have bags. And on this side, all your kitchen things that I normally look at quite often. What do I need? What do I want? And this is where I typically have purchased the tongs that Mark does not like, that are of little value, so he bought himself a good one. He didn't like the tongs from Dollar Tree. Don't blame him. There is a difference. Oh, guess what I spotted? Yes, there is a case of regular mouth canning lids, and I'm counting them, and there's 15 per row, and there's 4 rows, so a case typically holds 60, and there's probably about 50 in that case, and I decide whether I need them or not. I picked up another 4 today. So what I recommend to other people, I am doing myself. I don't need them, but buy a few all year long. This is what I've typically done, so that when it comes to canning season, I never run short. And once again, we have, that was the kitchen aisle, and then we move on to, I think, more of, okay, there's more kitchen stuff here, but then it's more cleaning products. So, cleaning products in the bathroom aisle, so, and this is the way it's all set up, so the aisles are specific to kitchen needs, bathroom needs, cleaning products, as you can see here. Your brooms and mops and buckets and pails and more cleaning products. And this aisle has some hardware, some electrical light bulbs and things of that nature. You know, bits and pieces of hardware, which I don't need any of, and those are not the kind of tools Mark would prefer to have around. So, I mean, he has good tools because he's needed them. And here is the plastics and more kitchen. Oh yes, I'm picking up a cushion there. I have the camera aimed badly, sorry about that. But yes, there are seat cushions there that I'm looking at. And perhaps may get a couple of them for some chairs we have in the summer. And the plastics aisle. And more kitchen items. And we're coming up to where the little mason jars that Dollarama carries are capped in. They do seem to have a box of 6 jelly jars for $4, and I look at them and they have no lids, no rings, but if you're just looking for the jars, they don't look bad. I think they're quite usable for jelly jars. I don't know what brand they are. I have no idea who the maker is, but I don't buy them. I look at them and I put them back. I don't need jelly jars from Dollarama, but if I was desperate, I'd certainly buy them there. They also have pint jars. I think 3 packs of pint jars with lids and rings, and I don't recall, but I think that they're about $2 or $3. Let's see if there's a price on them that we can see here. That's the one. $2.50, I believe it said. Anyway, yeah, you can get pint jars at Dollarama for a few dollars. Certainly not name brand. And more plastics here. Dishes. Plastic dishes, plastic cups, and we're coming up to glassware at the one end. And down the next aisle, here we go. Oh yes, chocolates and treats and foods. I try to stay away from that as much as I can. I certainly don't need chocolate bars. I used to always pick up 1 or 2, but now I'm trying to be very careful about doing that. Having very little exercise these days. Okay, in the food section. And this is why Dollarama is allowed to open up during the pandemic where other stores are not, because they carry a small section of food. It is only a small section, but it gives them the right to stay open where other stores cannot. So they have things like pastas and soups and stews, and as you can see, spam and beans and tuna, and quite a bit of just shelf-stable foods. They don't carry anything but shelf-stable foods. There's your chips. And looks like some desserts. Okay. Flip-flops. Getting ready for spring there. Okay. Next style. Oh yeah, some photo frames and some candles. All kinds of candles. I'm not a fan of scented candles. Personally, I'd like the unscented. And Then there's the baby aisle, so there's things for a baby, and across from that you have some winter gear as well. There's scarves and hats and not shoes, but scarves and hats and mittens and things of that nature across from the baby aisle. On here we're into things like toothpaste and shampoo. No, I don't think those are shampoos yet, but yes, there's the toothpaste. And some personal grooming items. And I decide to pick up another bottle of hydrogen peroxide in a little spray container. Always handy to have. I think I'm going to put one of those in my go-to bag. And women's makeup and hair accessories and things of that nature, which, once again, I personally don't bother with items there. And the card aisle, of course, all the cards available. And I believe the lady was cleaning out all the Valentine's Day cards. What have we got here? Oh yes, electronics. Bits of electronics. And across from that we have the craft aisle, I believe. On the other side, yes, I'm right. So there we have crafts, where I bought my jute to make my plant hangers. There's ribbons and buttons and bows and needles and all crafty sort of things. Paint, if you want to paint, they have a section dedicated to that as well. And then they have an office environment type as well. So you can buy envelopes and pads of paper and books, and well, that would be on the other side though. I guess I don't bother because there's somebody standing there. And there's more gardening things right in this aisle, and that'll probably get bigger as the gardening season comes closer. There'll be more available there. And pet stuff for cats and dogs, treats and foods and pet supplies, basically. Limited amount, of course, but there is some. Pet toys and dried flowers. Oh, and holiday, like greetings, birthdays, all those dishes and napkins that you need for a specific holiday, color coordinated, and even some wedding type, all in white, ribbons and bows. Bags, all different kinds of bags, and oh yes, that lady is cleaning out all the Valentine's Day products at the end. And yes, I am looking for some more plastic cups for planting, actually. and straws and spoons. Okay, as I said, she's cleaning out all the Valentine's Day stuff. That season is over. And I'm on my way out at this point. That's it for my walk through Dollarama. Hope it was of interest to you. It's a little bit different than the norm, but yes. Have a great day. This is Tony from her Homestead Skills, signing out.